Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I'll be backtesting the data of Wednesday. As you guys know, I have backtested the data on Monday and it was a loss. I took a loss on Monday. That doesn't mean that now I will not trade for the week, right? Doesn't mean that. My bias on the weekly was bearish, as I've said on my previous video. And yeah, if my bias is bearish, it makes sense to go up, make the high of the week and then go down, right? The weekly profiling, something like that. Exactly that is happening. Monday went up, Tuesday went up, so we can anticipate this right here on Tuesday to be the high of the week and then continue heading towards the downside. So that's what I was thinking. And if I show you my bias on DXY, the same sort of thing I was looking for. Look, if I show you my daily, the daily fair value gap got filled to the T and even more, and this is a clear weak rejection. On the daily time frame, it is clearly rejecting after filling up that fair value gap. So we know that whenever a fair value gap is filled and a wick like that is formed there, that means the price is rejecting, and now we will look for buys on DXY, whereas sells on GBP USD. So looking for sells on GBP USD, it also makes sense because of the weekly profiling, and also the price is now rejecting from a H4 supply. On Tuesday it went up and reacted from this H4 supply, which also give us extra confluence. And yeah, that is when I go to my lower time frames to look for any sort of zones. So I wait for my Asian range to close, because until and unless the Asian range is closed, we can't do nothing. And also there was no news on Wednesday, as you can see right here. Wednesday, March 27, there was no news. Even on the economic calendar, it was Euro news. So Euro, I am trading GBP USD, so doesn't matter that much. Only the high impact news on Euro does matter. But so this was what happened. I watched the markets on the hourly, as I've said to you guys. So when I have seen that the hourly has started to reject this zone, that is when I was interested. Here you can see clearly the market first made the move, early move. Many people would have sold here, gave a stop loss there and targeted this Asian low, right? The trade did play out for some bit and then literally went up, induced all of the early sellers, took the previous structural liquidity that I've marked right here. The previous structural liquidity was swept, and yeah, after that the main move happened. I gave my stop loss room to breathe, 1 pip room to breathe. As you can see, 7 pips, it was 7 pips, so I have given 8 pips, right? Always give your stop loss room to breathe, because the market can come back and reject your zone again, as we will see in this trade. What happened was, my bias was clear, bearish, everything was there, inducement was there, everything I want to see in a trade was there. M15 rejection, M1 change of character, and I have also journaled this trade. It was an A-class setup, as you can see, I've written there. Very, very good setup, even though you can see the market literally went up to the T. Let me see from how much I was saved. Literally a half, not even a half of a pip. In the live market, due to slippage and spread, I would have been out. This actually is a losing trade because of my spread and slippage. It is a winning trade, but yeah, due to my spread and slippage, it would have been a losing trade. So from next time, give your stop loss 1.5 pip room to breathe. As you can see now, as I have given 1.5 pip room to breathe, it has so much breathing room and the market can do its thing. And yeah, and eventually it would have been a winner if I had given my stop loss room to breathe. And yeah, also the DXY correlation in this trade was perfect. DXY didn't give the inducement, but it reacted from this demand zone that I've marked. And also Euro USD was a beautiful trade. This trade was beautiful on Euro USD rather than GU, but we trade GU. So yeah, that was the trade. We got our 1:3. So until and unless we get our 1:3, it was a winner. It is a winner. So the back testing is going well, and see you on the other videos.